Hello, this is teddygaming and welcome back to another review on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Simity, the Summer Adventures Halloween Special, and oh boy, this one is one which I don't know how to really feel about it, because on the one hand, I do enjoy this issue for the story for the most part, and also the artwork is really great. However, I do feel that the whole story is a little bit bad because of the pacing, and there's one section in this whole issue which I just don't like because of how they set things up for the actual issue, but other than that, it's going to be an interesting one to talk about. Okay, so with the actual story itself, we do get to see the Turtles watching a horror movie, and that's when Master comes in and turns it off. Now Mikey wants to finish the movie, and Raph does want to go out on patrol because it's Halloween. So in the next scene we do get to see the Turtles going out on patrol, and I have to say, with this bit here in particular, is where I'd say the plot goes from like okay to bad really fast. And it's not necessarily anything bad itself, it's just the fact that they just really speed things up just because when they get to the main story point, which I don't think is bad, but I just think the way they went around it is just, they could have done so much better. So in the scene here, we do get to see the Turtles talking about Halloween, how bad it is and stuff like that. And then they do mention like, Creepy Eddie, and then all of a sudden he appears, and then he teleports him into, I think it's hell or something like that. So I'll just say like, this bit here is not necessarily bad because it just goes straight into the actual story itself. But also at the same time, it just feels though it's like very like forced into it and just had to like do it just because they get to the next story point, which, you know, it's not bad, it just feels though that they could have done it better, I'd say, but other than that, yeah, it was alright, I guess. But in the next scene, we do get to see the Turtles talking to Creepy Eddie, and I'll say that this bit here was amazing, and it's not because of what the Turtles did or Creepy Eddie did, it's because Creepy Eddie has a lawyer, and I don't know what it is, but lawyers and turtles are something that puts a big smile on my face. This bit here, and the Rat King stuff with him being a lawyer, I don't know, it's amazing, but yeah, he has a lawyer. But in this scene here, we do get to see Creepy Eddie tells the Turtles, basically you got to escape, and if you don't escape by midnight, then you're staying, and that's pretty much the whole story itself. So for the next couple of pages, I'd say that it's where things get interesting for what we do, but also at the same time, I just don't know what to really say of it, because we do get to see the Turtles go to the apocalyptic future, which was okay, I guess, and we do get to see him fight like a piece of face type character, which was interesting because I was not expecting to see like that design, and it was pretty cool. But I'd say with this bit here, even though it was like really cool to see apocalyptic future and stuff like that, it does feel like they didn't really spend enough time with this bit here, and so which I would like to spend a lot more time on, but it's a shame that they didn't. And this bit here in particular really did give me a lot of like Archie Adventure vibes, and it's something which I'm wondering how far I'm going to be taking the Sandman Adventure comics into its own like universe or continuity and stuff like that. So I'm somewhat curious about that, but with this bit here it was okay, but I just wanted to see a lot more of it. So the next scene we do get to see the Turtles fighting this like skeleton ghost man thing, and basically this thing is supposed to be the person who created the Foot Clan or something, and then it somehow turns into like a crab monster or something like that, which was, yeah, okay, that's interesting, I guess. I don't have too much to really say about the scene, it was just one of those things that was there, and with the Mikey bit saying, like, basically going on about the retcon bit, I thought that was quite funny for the most part, but also at the same time, I don't know how to feel about it, because I know that in the 87 TV show, they did bring up like Lord of Full stuff with the actual show itself, but I don't know how I really feel about it with this version bringing up stuff from like the 80s. So then in the next scene, we do get to see the Turtles go over to like a Frankenstein house, and we do get to see Baxter Stockman, which, yep, I was quite surprised by that, and we do get to see the Turtles fight all of the scientist henchmen, which was interesting, but you know, that scene doesn't really last too long. And then going to the next one, we do get to see Creepy Eddie there, and he gets stopped by a pun, and yeah, so then Turtles go back to Earth, and yep, that's it for that bit. So I do think that overall this whole story was interesting. Like, I enjoyed the majority of it, and I do feel as though I did play into the whole elements of having fun with it, and I do think it worked really well. But I don't know what to really say about it, because I do think that story was there, but I do feel as though at the same time they didn't really do much with all the stuff which it did do. Just because it's supposed to be like a story about the Turtles' fears and stuff like that, but I didn't really see much of like them actually being fearful or anything like that, and it just felt as though that was just there in different scenarios and stuff like that. And I think it would have been cool to see like each Turtle's fears, And even though like some of these ones were supposed to be of the turtle's fears and stuff like that, it just didn't really seem like they were like very clear to like a certain turtle, which is a little bit of a shame. But it's an okay story for the most part. But yeah. And then also, not to mention that this artwork's done by Sarah Myers, which was something which I was really looking forward to, just because I've seen that artwork before on the Samurai Adventures issue number 3 cover, also some other covers from the Soki Jimbo stuff, and I was really looking forward to that artwork, and I must admit, I was not disappointed. I did really enjoy it. I also really enjoy the all little detail which they put onto the turtles themselves with the extra lines, and it's something which I will have to go into a bit more further in like an issue 6 review for this for the Samurai Adventures stuff, because I enjoyed that artwork, but I think I want to get like another taste of their artwork in another issue before I do give my opinions on it, because I enjoy it, but I do have some stuff to say. But like, not in a negative way. I think it's more of the, I don't know how to really put it into words. I think it's just more of they're like limited to it being in this universe and not how to go beyond their art style. I don't know, I think I'll have to explain a bit further in my issue 6 review for Samurai Adventure stuff, but other than that, I did really enjoy that artwork. So then for the second story, which is one which I was looking forward to, because we'll continue on the storyline with the whole sword and ancestors and meteorites and something like that from the Samurai Adventure stuff. So I was looking forward to it because I was continuing it. But what I did get, I don't know, I feel as though that I was very disappointed by all of it. So in this story, we do get to see the Shredder comes in and he brings back to life a ghost from the past or something like that, who was part of the Foot Clan, I think. And basically this ghost brings to life a few ghosts and is fighting the Shredder, and when one of the ghosts hits the meteorite, it turns into like a different like ball meteorite type thing, and now Shredder and Krang can actually turn it into something else. And that's basically it for the story. Now with this bit here, I was somewhat expecting it to be like much bigger and better and actually something worthwhile reading, but it just was like this whole story was just put in here just so that I can speed up the storyline in the Samurai Adventure stuff, which was okay and good, but at the same time I would have preferred a little bit more. But I don't know what to really say, because I do feel as though that this was put in the Samurai Adventure story. I do feel as though maybe I would be a lot more disappointed because they were wasting time. So I feel as though I did make a good compromise of putting it in here, but I don't know, it's just one of those things where I would have preferred a lot more, but we just didn't, so yeah. And yeah, other than that, the artwork looks really great, done by Dan Schilling, really amazing, and yeah, that's pretty much it for that story. Now overall, I do feel as though that both stories were decent enough. I did really enjoy both stories, but I do feel as though both of them could have done a lot more to really expand upon like certain things. But other than that, I really did enjoy the artwork for both the stories. They were really great and amazing, and yeah. So yeah, let me know in the comment section below what you think about this issue. Do you like one? Do you not? And yeah, that's game it for today, guys. If you're done, please share, let's subscribe and all that stuff. Goodbye, yo, bye.